use it.
Okay, let's get into the show.
Welcome everybody, this is episode 16 of Rare Coin TV.
Episode 16.
16.
Yeah,
Pretty unbelievable, here we are.
yeah, here we are. It doesn't feel like 16.
No, it
but
doesn't.
it clearly is.
Time flies.
So welcome to our 16th episode. This is the pre-ANA special.
Yeah, we're going to do a little preview, just talk about the upcoming ANA show. It's going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from the 14th to the 16th.
The city of brotherly love.
That's right, that's right.
Phila, love, Delphia, brother.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It's probably true.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. So,
I know Phila means love. Delphia, brother is what I made up.
I'm sold. So
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
We make stuff up on the show sometimes, which is later confirmed to be fact.
Yeah.
Although we didn't know it at the time.
Right.
So we're just continuing that trend here.
Yeah.
So August 14th through 16th,
Yeah.
we have the World's Fair of Money in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Now,
Yes.
interestingly enough, Philadelphia was the city where the United States held their very first World's Fair, and that was in 1876. So they were commemorating the 100-year anniversary of the country. You know, we signed our declaration in 1776.
Really?
Yeah, so that World's Fair was our first World's Fair. It was in Philadelphia in Fairmount Park.
Huh.
There were over 10,000 attendees.
Wow.
And it lasted for about 159 days. So this was almost like the...
What?
Yeah, it was dude, it was...
Was it the biggest party of all time?
It's almost like the first Woodstock.
Seriously.
Yeah, and Alexander Graham Bell was there, Thomas Edison was there,
Inventor of the telephone?
who invented it that year in 1876.
Did you say Mark Twain? Or did I make that up?
No, Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer that year in
He did as well.
1876.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Mr. Westinghouse, Thomas Edison, and then Alexander Graham Bell were all there at the
No
event.
way.
Yeah.
Dude, Philadelphia's got some real history.
Philadelphia, one of the most historic towns, I think, probably in our entire country, I would imagine.
There was some early colonial stuff going on there too.
A few things, wasn't there?
You said the Declaration of Independence was signed there?
It was signed there, and that World's Fair was commemorating the 100-year anniversary of signing the Declaration of Independence.
Wow, that's really cool.
Pretty epic. So yeah, so the World's Fair of Money is now coming back to Philadelphia. There's going to be over $1 billion in value in rare coins there.
This is the flagship event for the American Numismatic Association. It's typically the biggest coin show of the year. That and the fun show kind of go neck and neck, but typically the World's Fair of Money is bigger, more dealers, more products.
Oh yeah, and it's a money.org, by the way. www.money.org, O-R-G, is the website for the American Numismatic Association. That's where you're going to find all of the information for the show layout, all the dealers that are going to be there, and some of the special exhibits.
Thousands of dealers, right?
Oh my
gosh,
yeah.
$1 billion in coins and currency.
Yeah.
There's going to be some pretty hard-hitting auctions going down. We've got two legendary coins that are going to be showing up.
The 1854 San Francisco Half Eagle.
One of 4 known, but one's in the Smithsonian, so only 3 can be privately
Yeah, really
held.
only 3, exactly. Only 3 can be owned.
Yeah.
And this was the discovery of a lifetime, 1854S, so Half Eagle. So yeah, this is one of the one that previously was looked at as a potential counterfeit or replica or something.
The owner was told that it was counterfeit multiple times by multiple dealers.
Right.
Good job, guys.
And so right now,
great work.
Yeah, seriously.
You didn't even check.
Right.
Like if somebody emailed me a picture of that coin or brought it in, I'd be like, you know what? For $1 million, this is worth a shot, and maybe they would have got that deal instead of Heritage.
You think?
I don't know. I mean, they would have had a shot instead of saying it's fake.
And now it's currently bid up to $1.55 million. We're about 12 days away, from the auction. So,
John, I'm feeling a little bit of a prediction coming on here. I think you and I should go head to head. We had a lot of fun with this last time.
It was fun.
And let's take our shots at what that coin is going to bring, all in with the juice when the auction closes on the 16th.
So it's sitting at 1.55 now. We're about 10 to 12 days out. I am going to, with the juice, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be fun for that coin to break 2 million? I'm gonna say all in, and I'm not gonna be politically correct here with the appropriate,
Yeah.
next bid reserve numbers. I'm just going to give
We did the research last time. I don't care that we didn't this time,
Yeah.
and it's Price is Right rules anyways, so what?
So I'm going to go all in 2.2.
I'm gonna go 2.199999999.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna Price is Right you, bro. I actually think it's worth a little bit more. Although the $1804 didn't go for as much as we thought it would, at 2.62 all in. Is that correct, or was it 2.26? I know it was 2s and 6s.
I think it was 2.26.
2.26.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That was a little weak, but there are 10 to 12 of those, something like that, of the $1804. There's only 3 of these that can be privately held.
And it's had some news of relevancy, within the last few years.
Oh, it's gotten some big time media coverage.
Yeah,
I mean, I personally saw it in mainstream news outlets, not as much as coin coverage, but
sure, yeah.
It got some major publicity.
But
so
that could help it. That could really help it.
I'm gonna say $3 million.
Wow, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
I hope you're right.
yeah.
I actually really hope you're right. Now, the other coin, there's a lot of coins that are going off in auction, but the other one that's of real significance, that's close to $1 million right now, sitting at about 780.
Yes, the 1792 $10 specimen.
The Washington $10 specimen.
Who's the guy that created that again? Do you remember? It's probably on there. Just look it up real quick.
Yeah, we have it right sitting right here. Let's see here.
And there was basically a gentleman that had created several coins to be presented to the mint, so they are technically specimens. A colleague and I looked this up the other day because we were arguing, is this coin a specimen? Is it a pattern? Is it a commemorative? We had this big old discussion, me and Neil Sharkey, and we did the research, and what we found out is that it is technically a pattern because it was created to be presented to the mint director as
who was director James Ross Snowden.
James Ross, famous, legendary mint director in the coin market because he presided over so many of the most famous coins in our market. But basically, who is this gentleman that created the coins? Have you gotten there yet?
I'm looking for.
He created, we believe, 4 designs based on the research that we did. They were all patterns. This was the only gold pattern. There were also patterns struck in copper, pewter, and maybe it was gilt. I don't remember. There was one more metal that they were struck in, but we saw 4 different type patterns that were used for that, all in different metals. They were not accepted, so this still does fit under that category. And this is from Eric Newman, who is likely the greatest collector that was alive during my lifetime.
Eric P. Newman. And this is, we're now getting into probably the 8th or 9th major auction that his collection has headlined. Over the last.
It's been epic.
I don't 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Elias Berg wasn't alive while we were alive, right?
No.
Nor was Bass Jr. So. He might have been. Bass might have been alive in the 80s, but the point is, if
not during our career though.
During our career, it's got to be Newman.
Yeah, I would think so.
There's some dealers that have had some pretty incredible collections too. Steve Contursi, Brian Hendelson,
and isn't it Henderson's?
Henderson's 1861 Paquet in 67 is there.
Yeah. Very significant coin.
Yeah. So this 1792-10 has incredible significance. To me, because it's technically a pattern, it would be even more in the mainstream of coinage than the Brazier doubloon, because I don't believe the Brazier was struck for presentation to the mint.
And this would have been a federal pattern.
Correct. I believe it does fit under that.
Yeah, I think so too.
And the Brazier did sell for somewhere in excess of $5 million.
Now, whether or not it's in the Judd book listed as an actual pattern or not, I don't know.
The J number will be on there.
Yeah, it will
if we wouldn't mind taking a look real quick. But oddly, this 1854S is significantly higher. It's almost double what the 1792 $10 is. And I think it's because, as I was just saying, the 1792 10 falls outside of the mainstream by being a pattern. Although patterns are rare, they almost never bring the money that regular issues do of similar rarity.
Wow.
What'd you find? You found something good. What is it?
Yes, it is definitely considered a pattern. I don't have a Judd number for it, but
that's fine.
Heritage is stating that the last time that this 1792 Washington President Gold Eagle pattern was presented to be offered by the public for sale, or to the public for sale, was in 1890.
Oh my goodness.
So this coin that's coming up for auction.
So it had been privately sold from now back.
Right.
So the time in between auctions was over 100 years for public sale, and it's only at 840 grand. What kind of wacky world are we living in?
Wow.
Where a 54S that there's 4 of is twice the money as a 1792 created for pattern at the mint $10 gold piece is only $840,000. This is psycho.
That coin's got to break $1 million. What are you going to predict on that coin, the 1792?
I'm gonna
Washington pattern.
I'm going to disappointedly predict 1.5 million. And I say disappointedly because although it's a pattern, I think it should bring more money than the 54S, and it's kind of bugging me a little bit right now.
I know, I agree, but I'm actually going to think I'm coming in at 1.25. I have a hard time seeing it, come close to doubling its current position right now, which again, it's kind of odd that something like that would be priced that way. But patterns are often trail behind, as far as the way the market sees them. I mean, now that's not
for some
always
reason,
and every. Yeah.
I don't understand why. I mean, the only thought I have on that is it's harder for a regular issue in limited production with a limited survival rate, where patterns were created to be specimens and often saved.
Right, and that's almost like a proof, where proofs were always meant to be kind of collected and saved, as opposed to something that was meant to be put into circulation, into commerce. It is a little bit different, but it's interesting.
And patterns are never minted for circulation. They're always to test the dies or test the design or whatever the case would be.
And that's why we often see off metal patterns. Not in the intended metal that it's eventually going to be struck in, because they're doing it in copper. Because why make a bunch of gold coins that are just random designs that you're not even sure which one you're going to end up executing? So
epic coins.
Yeah,
I mean, look at that list: 1792 half deem, 1861 Philadelphia Pack A reverse, one of 2, also the finest known MS67. The coins worth high single millions. I'd say $6-7 million based on some recent comps.
Easy.
Some think they were made specifically for Abraham Lincoln, and that he may have held one of the 2 Pack A's or both at one time. That
was his first year. Oh no, 60. That was the year after his first year of office.
People use that kind of rumor to sell coins sometimes, but I think there's probably some merit to it.
Strong argument. I mean, why not?
Why wouldn't the mint? Was Longacre in charge, or was he just designing? I forget.
I think Longacre just designed the Liberty Head.
Who was in charge of the mint at that time? Do you remember? Whatever. Whoever that guy was. I know Anthony Paquet.
His
probably
name will be like
right
here.
Oh yeah. This guy.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe even his picture will be like somewhere here.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll figure
so he's next to us.
Yeah.
This is my buddy, the mint director, right here.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I know this guy. Yeah.
So anyway, we hope you enjoyed the show. Definitely check out the World's Fair of Money in Philadelphia in a few weeks, and we'll do a wrap-up show afterwards.
Yeah, if you're anywhere in the area, there's really cool education. I have to imagine if you're going to buy, that's the place to do it, with over $1 billion in selection.
Or if you have some coins to sell, bring them on down to the convention.
I mean, you're going to get more exposure there than every online source combined.
Seriously.
All the attention is there. All the people are there. It's the jam if you want to buy or sell. There's all kinds of educational courses that are probably worth the $200 or $300 that they charge you.
They have like the coin collecting 101 class they're doing as well. So yeah, lots of fun stuff to check out.
Yeah, I'd go if I was there, but it's kind of far.
Yeah, we're here in LA.
Too far to walk for sure.
Oh yeah.
And being in Orange County.
We're not walking to Philadelphia, no.
No. If you really wanted to do it, I still wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But
you wouldn't Forrest Gump it with me?
I wouldn't, but I would be willing to fly.
Okay, sure.
I just wanted to let you know where I drew the lines.
All right, I'm down.
Okay.
Until next
time.
Cool.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, my cell phone if you got my number. I hope you guys have a great week.
Cool. See you guys.
Until next time. Wicket. Okay. I got rhythm, son.